Hello, my name is Angela and I work in the Arts Office alongside Sally O'Leary and Claire Dunn. And I'm delighted to be here today to present Offaly Arts Alert, the video version on behalf of the Arts Office. So this is an initiative to really, I suppose, broaden connections and to deepen, I suppose, awareness and understanding of what's going on in the county of Offaly. So we're piloting this newsletter. This is our first edition coming out for March and April. So the idea of this video is to support anybody who would prefer the video format in our busy lives. I know that sometimes it might be easier to just get a sense of what you can expect to read, and you might like to revisit the parts then that are interesting, so you can take a breeze through the video to give you a little preview on the whole thing. It's also in support of anybody with additional needs that would prefer the video or the audio of this. So just to dive in, first of all, I suppose just to state that we are a service of Offaly County Council, and our aim is to broaden and deepen access to the arts, and the best way to reach the Arts Office is to drop an email to arts@offalycoco.ie, and all the details are there, including the phone number. You can also see our website and our social media to stay up to date with what's happening. So the first area that I'm going to look into is the What's On section. So this is something that came back. We did a survey in anticipation of this new initiative, and a lot of people said they really would like to hear about what's happening, what's going on. So the good news is there's a lot happening across the next few weeks. Lots of music. Given the time of year, the first one there, The Legend of Luke Kelly, which is happening in the Bridge House. Creative Places, Eton Derry. So this is for those in Eton Derry Municipal District, would be particularly interested to hear perhaps of the creative grants. So there's an information and networking session being run there on the 14th of March, and there are two sessions, one from 2 to 4 and one from 6 to 8. So no excuses, lots of availability there. And Shona is leading that project, doing a sterling job of making things happen in Eden Derry, which we're delighted to hear about. So go along to find out more. Burr Stage Guild are presenting Sunshine on Leith from the 14th to the 18th of March. And how exciting after a hiatus of a couple of years to see Burr Stage Guild on the stage in Burr. So booking there through the box office, and I'm sure that's always highly popular. So make sure to get your tickets early for that. And of course, St. Patrick's Day parades are happening on the 17th of March on Friday across County Offaly. So the Tullamore parade starts at 11:30, and then if you want to see, visit offaly.ie to hear about updates on other locations. It's always a great display of colour and art and community on that day. So Veronica Nicholson, based outside Eden Derry in Road, is hosting a beautiful workshop, wildflower printing workshop. This looks like mindfulness and art and all those things mixed together. All the details are there. The price does include all your materials as well, and you can contact Veronica directly by email if you wish to book. Also in visual, we have Birth Theatre are launching this really interesting initiative, figure drawing, from the 20th of March. There's going to be 6 weekly sessions. It's led by local artist Hazel Green, and it's a self-directed figure drawing practice. So really nice initiative. It happens across lunchtime across 6 Mondays. Also in Birth Theatre, After Sun, featuring Paul Mescal, is taking place. Looks like a great film for those that would like the opportunity to see that. Back to Creative Places Eton Derry, the community social is starting. So these are arts-based workshops supported by the Communities Integration Fund. They're taking place every Friday. The first one is taking place in Eton Derry Library, and all the details to book are there. Scene of the Rhyme happens on the 24th of March in John Lee's Bar in Tullamore. So it's a mix of spoken word, stand-up comedy and music, and you can visit Lee's Bar for all details. Neil Delamere is coming to the Tullamore Court Hotel on the 25th of March. So with his new stand-up show, Liminal, I believe it is called. Booking details are there. So Lochmore Wildlife Photography Walk. This sounds really lovely. On Saturday, the 25th of March, 10:30 a.m. So local photographer Aideen Ryan is going to do a guided walk through the parklands. So you can bring along your camera and get those opportune moments, and all the booking details are there. Back to music. Kids on Fire. So these are a Seattle band that are coming to the area as part of their UK and Ireland tour. And that's taking place on the 27th of March in John Lees in Tullamore. Mike Denver is performing on the 30th of March at Tullamore Court Hotel. Booking details are there. Damien Dempsey is coming to the Bridge House on the 31st of March. Booking details are there. It's through Ticketmaster, or you can also contact the Bridge House for further information. Traditional music, I suppose, it's the time of year for it, and delighted to see Tradfest taking place from the 31st of March to the 2nd of April across Tullamore. Really fantastic festival. Recommend checking out their website to see all the events that are taking place across that weekend. It's jam-packed, action-packed weekend of recitals and festivals and workshops and lots of family entertainment too. It's a really excellent program. Shaskeen Trad Band are coming to Burr Theatre and Arts Centre on the 1st of April. Also, in the music vein, we have Fever 105. So if you want to turn back time and revisit your power ballad era, you can do that on the 8th of April at John Lees. There is a tribute band for Cash Returns, featuring the music of Johnny Cash, takes place in the Tullamore Court Hotel on the 8th of April. And then the fantastic Dublin Welsh Male Voice Choir coming to Esker Arts on the 14th of April. How exciting to be saying that. All details via the email address that is featured there. Declan Nerney is performing in Burr Theatre and Arts Centre on the 14th of April. Back to Esker Arts. So the opening exhibition from the 15th of April to the 27th of May, which will take place across the 2 gallery spaces, featuring a diverse range of works from the Arts Council collection. So really exciting to see this happening. Free exhibition, great way to get in and visit this amazing new building in our town. Tullamore Club Sessions is taking place on the 21st of April in the Rugby Club. Again, just a reminder, that's a cash only situation. There is a fundraiser taking place, Music Bingo, for Shakefest. So the amazing multicultural dance festival that takes place annually in Tullamore. So if you would like to go along and support that, there's no booking required, but just go along and play the games and have some fun, all in the name of Shakefest. Michael Collins, a musical drama, takes place in Esker Arts from the 29th of April to the 6th of May. Really exciting to see the Musical Society launching this fantastic piece. We can't wait. Glass fusing and enameling workshop is taking place in Rhodes. So there's a number of workshops taking place in Glasshammer. This is a lovely one. It's a family orientated workshop where you can actually create a piece of artwork for your own home. But there's lots of other opportunities as well coming up across the spring and indeed into the summer. And then over to Edenderry Municipal District again with the wonderful Carlbury Players presenting The Field by John B. Keane. That is taking place from the 14th to the 16th of April. So just a reminder that we do have an easy read version of the newsletter available on the website to download as well. That's just a word only version. And a reminder about the next issue, which will be covering the May-June period. And we would ask you to contact us by email, arts@offalycoco.ie, if you want to submit an arts event that's taking place across that period. We can just provide the template by which you can give the information. The deadline is the 17th of April. Okie dokie. So the venue view is an area where we've asked Burr Theatre and Arts Centre manager, that's Emily Haslam, to share her highlights of her very varied programme that's taking place in this period. So she's just giving her kind of top highlights that she is looking forward to. That's Emma there in the auditorium of Burr Theatre and Arts Centre. And likewise, Sean Walsh has shared his highlights for this period. And there's Sean in the wonderful new auditorium in Esker Arts. So then over to Creative Conversations. This is one you probably do want to read. It's a feature with local artist Tina Claffey, who's an award-winning Irish nature photographer and author of Tapestry of Light. So it really kind of gives an insight into her inspirations, her background, her practice, her influences, and it just gives you, I suppose, a really nice insight into the world of a working artist. really lovely, thoughtful piece of work and a really lovely interview from Tina. If you would like to check that out, there's an example of her stunning photography. And I love this quote: art is a powerful tool that conveys thoughts, emotions, and ideas. So she was just giving her insight into why art is important. In the news and opportunities select section, just to flag these dates that are coming up. So the 27th of April is Poetry Day. There is a deadline coming up of the 19th of March. Through Poetry Ireland, if you want to visit that opportunity for anybody interested in poetry. Community funding opportunity with Cloncreen Wind Farm. That deadline is coming up quite soon as well. Just visit their website site for all details. And there's quite a lot of funding for that area. Create are hosting a summer school, which takes place in June, but the deadline for submission is the 5th of April. That takes place in Killary in County Galway. A reminder as well about our own Film Offaly Short Film Awards. The deadline to engage with that is the 13th of March. There's a lovely residency award coming up with Create and the National Women's Council. That is closing on the 15th of March. All details are there. The Emerging Artist Award for Age and Opportunity, which takes place, the deadline for which is the 24th of March, and you can visit bealtaine.ie there. Reminder about the Arts Council deadlines. There's a link there as well to the funding page and the various art forms: circus, dance, film, opera, street arts and spectacle. So they all have closing dates of the 23rd of March, just to flag that. Listowel Writers Week, the majority of their awards are actually closed at this point, but the Local Heritage Writing Award is still open, and that closes on the 20th of March. Creative Ireland are seeking applications for traveller wellbeing through creativity scheme. Really exciting award. And the closing date is the 31st of March. That's quite a substantial piece of funding that is being offered. Then finally, we have the Patricia Leggett. Excuse me, I have some background noise. Patricia Leggett's Playwriting Scholarship, which is basically a scholarship to attend the Lyre, a fully paid scholarship on their playwriting degree at the Lyre Academy, one of the top establishments in the country. So Southward Literary Journal are seeking submissions up until the 31st of March for fiction submissions, and the National Lottery Good Causes Award. There is funding available there as well, and the deadline is the 31st of March. Finally, if you are of an international mindset, there is a really interesting opportunity has been announced with Culture Ireland, where they're seeking expressions of interest to take part in Ireland and America, which doesn't take place until next year. So they're looking for Irish artists, professional artists based in Ireland across a variety of art forms. The deadline is the 14th of April. Finally, just to say that in the artist wellbeing section, just a little nod to mindingcreativeminds.ie, new website, which is offering a dedicated counselling service and 24/7 helpline in association with Spectrum Life, and that is being provided particularly for the artist and the creative community. Just a reminder, of course, that the information that we're sharing is really just for the purpose of information giving. We are not the hosts of these events, or we're not really responsible for any changes that may occur. So just sharing the information. And there's a link there to unsubscribe should you wish to. Thanks for engaging. Take care and have a very arty spring.